Playoff games in the past, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Alert! Hey, 59! Mike 50!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down carry now for Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson going to give this one to Miller. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First carry now. This is Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 31, check 31. 50.
First carry for James Conner. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go. 77. 51 the mark.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Back. Jack 16. 50. 51 the mark.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
All right, now. Black 80.
Check 55 to Mike. Yo. Switch.
Hey, alert. Back.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. On 3rd down, it's Counter. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Let's get it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
We're going to work.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll run with Miller. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Stephon Tuitt on the stop.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Base.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Me and you. Out. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shoot.
Protein spill.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check. Slam.
Roethlisberger in trouble. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Check 24. Check.
Go.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. They begin on the ground here with Connor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the curve. Monday. Check 43.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Stop. Kill.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Easy. Hey.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And now running right through it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, box truck.
51's the mic, boy. 51. What's the 50? They're running, man.
Down counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Alert. Quarter.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Not only is the slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Show that bench release and go.
Mike 51. All day. Smooth. Every day. Any day. Go. Mike 51. I got one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go now! 15, line, 15 line. Hey, exit! Set! Shift! Blue draw Corkins. 50. Watch the pass. Watch the go.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 bud. Alert! Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Again, a run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 66, 44. Go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Get it.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, Connor, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. No foul. No spacing.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check the backer, 44.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch tight.
61, match box, lights.
Watch out. Check 9. Check 26. Check 3.
Check.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st down, Texans.
McCarron on 1st down. He's got Fuller. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike 50.
Rocket.
Watch the edge.
Hey, Haywood. Lee Griffin.
Now McCarron. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
No.
Show team spell. Hey, orbit. Look, squeeze. Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
No. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24.
To throw is McCarron. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Greystone, travel.
50's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hap. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's coming. Fire.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They need a touchdown, but also have to be wary of leaving too much time for Roethlisberger. Here's 1st and goal.
Big ass. Topper.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 13. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check back, check back. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
General West.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Hey, alert 3, check 52. Check. Whip.
Watch the 61. Matchbox lights.
SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch edge.
Shift. Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
You got him. You got him.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's Miller. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch right. Watch Snickers.
Again, it's counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there,